football,
film,
and watching some of your favorite heroes. Meet their ultimate demise. But
spoiler alert.
you know, we back.
Yeah.
You know, I took a wonderful trip to Titan. Yeah, I misplaced it. Oh, it's beautiful, man. This time of year,
nice and sunny.
Yeah, red sun. Drinking in the rays, and had to go pick up my Infinity Gauntlet back from Thanos wanted to borrow it, and so I had to go and get it back, and everything good.
Nah. Just don't close your hands. Just don't close your hands.
That's why I keep it open.
Just don't close your hands. Just don't close your hands.
Okay. All right. Cool. But doing a special show today. The draft is going on right now, as a matter of fact, so we keeping track of that. We traded up to get a pass rusher.
Go ahead, Marcus Davenport. I like his first name.
From a small school, UTSA. Don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
You know what it is though. It's like this. A lot of people are kind of on the fence. Did you give up too much? They gave up first round from next year.
Yeah.
They went up to 27, so they gave Green Bay their first round pick. Next year, and a fifth round pick.
Yeah.
Which was they had two fifth round picks, so it wasn't a really big deal. But like me and you was just talking about.
Yeah.
You don't know if it's a small school, but you don't. And my pops talked to pops. We both talked to pops yesterday. Said you need small school guys. It's the competition.
Right.
But you look at the top receiver, if you want to put oranges to apples, you look at the top receiver, which is Jerry Rice. We all would agree is Jerry Rice. You look at, he went from Mississippi Valley.
Right. Number 2, Terrell Owens. He went to a small school.
Michael Strahan,
Hall of Fame pass rushers.
Brett Favre went to Mississippi. I mean, these are top guys.
Yeah, a lot of these guys that's in the Hall of Fame and going to the Hall of Fame came from
a small school.
Yeah.
So, I mean, even Walter Payton.
Yeah, that's right.
All these guys, so I don't really think it matters the school. It's what's inside it. It's right here. What this is right here.
And you can't measure that. You can't measure that. But I looking at some tape on him, his first step is ridiculous.
That's what we need.
His first step is ridiculous.
Now, and you can't argue with that because you got to have depth at that position. Because you remember last year, we had 42 sacks last year, which was like third or fourth or something like that, because the Rams and the Panthers had more.
Right.
But if you look at it, when our production got down as rushing the passer when Okafor got hurt.
Yes.
Now we re-signed Okafor.
Good.
Okafor can come off the bench, or Okafor can spell somebody. That's what I like. You get depth. You know what I mean?
Right. Man, you know what? Like I said, when season starts, man, definitely we're going to have to get Mac back on the phone. And chop it up with him.
We got some, like I said, we're going to make some folk. Like, this is just a little, just a little teaser. We're not going to do it every week, We're going to get some people.
I like that. I like that they actually made a gutsy move.
Yeah,
it takes guts,
and not only does it take stones to do that.
Yes.
Not until it takes stones, but you got to get. That's what they needed.
That's what they
needed a pass. I mean, you look at it in the free agency. They got a linebacker.
Yeah.
They got a safety.
Yeah.
They got the receiver.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you pretty much got what you needed.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But they couldn't get what they needed as far as, because Sean Payton said he was going to try to get an end, or he's going to try to get a defensive tackle that can pass rush.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's his main. So you couldn't get it in free agency, so you got to draft it.
Well, but again, this is where your recruiting firm makes their money. Exactly. Not necessarily in the draft, but in the days after the draft.
Right, small, unsigned free agent.
Right, unsigned free agent. I mean, everybody know P.T. Cruiser. He was undrafted.
Not only that, but you got Lance Moore. I mean, if you look at it, man, you got Colston was a 6th round, it was like 4th to last pick. Yeah. You got to look at it. These dudes, it was somebody else that they got in that 06 that won the Super Bowl. That was an undrafted dude, but he balled out. I mean,
was it Jariel?
No, he got drafted. It was somebody on the O-line. It was somebody on the O-line.
It Zach Street?
Might have been Zach Street. It was somebody that didn't get drafted. They was like an undrafted guy, but he was a main guy. He was a mainstay.
Right.
Might have been Bushrod.
Might have been
Bushrod. Who's back with the Saints now.
Yeah.
But it was, you know what I'm saying? But
and that's a good look because he's left tackle. So
he's left tackle.
Also go down.
You got depth, man.
That's the most important thing.
That's what, because you look at it, man, and that's why, like, a lot of people, we'll talk about the schedule later, but a lot of people look at that Rams, like, who the Rams? Man, we had like third and fourth string cornerbacks playing in that game. Now that I think about it, Crowley or Lattimore didn't even play in that game. You remember that? And they only beat us by 6 points. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, they got all these high flash free agents, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. Go ahead.
Now, my thing is, again, man, and my man Terry, he get on me about this all the time. It's all about how you develop the guy. Who is going to be his mentor when he comes to the team? When he signs a contract, who's going to be his mentor? Who's going to get this guy ready mentally? Because again, it's 90% mental, 10% physical. Who's going to get this guy ready mentally? I believe he's already there mentally because he comes from a small school and he got drafted in the first round. So mentally, he's confident, should be at all times.
I mean, obviously, like that's their job to look at tape and stuff like that.
Right.
We got regular jobs, we got families, so we can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure there was something. Sean Payton said it was something about the guy that they were looking at him from the jump. I think they said they started looking at him in the Senior Bowl.
Right.
They even at the guy, the receiver they drafted in the third round. They said that Deuce was asking him when did he hear from the Saints and when did he think that the Saints. He said he talked to Sean Payton at the Senior Bowl. Wow. So, you know what I'm saying? So so they were looking at him. So the Senior Bowl was in January?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they've been looking at him for 4 or 5 months, man. I think these dudes do their due diligence. Nobody knew who Marcus Williams was.
That's true.
I mean, if you're an NFL pundit, obviously. Right. Nobody knew Alvin Kamara was. You know what I'm saying? But this dude is the offensive rookie of the year. Right. And he's a third-round pick. Right. A lot of people looked at the Saints crazy when they drafted back up to get him.
That's true.
In the third round.
That's
but
true.
look at you got now. You got a future pillar on your team.
That's
you got
true.
a future all-star. I might give it that jersey.
I mean, it'd be nice. Yeah.
I mean, niggas ain't wearing jerseys no more, but
But my main concern is we didn't go after a tight end. The Ravens got 2 of them. We didn't go after a tight end.
But
and we didn't go after a quarterback.
Okay, all right, that's fine. But what if you got a tight end? What if you bring in an undrafted tight end? You bring in an undrafted tight end, dog, a young guy, a young bull that you see the same thing you've seen in Jimmy Graham. Get you somebody that's 6'8". Well, not 6'8" is kind of tall. How tall is Jimmy?
Jimmy's 6'6".
If you get somebody that size and put him in the OTAs, they report the OTAs next week. The rookies. You know what I'm saying? So no, they gonna bring some people. I'm sure Sean Payton got an ace in the hole. But you still got Josh Hill and you still got Ben Watson. I know Ben Watson's old, but you still got some guys that like I always say. I love my boy Willie Snead. Yeah. He went to Baltimore.
Man,
shout out to Willie Snead. You gotta look at revisionist history. When if a boy from the Saints ball out and he goes somewhere else, if he's not young, you might want to watch his
Meacham was young. He didn't produce at all.
Now the only one I can say that produced a little bit was Cooks, because he went. But you see where he went. He went to New England. You know what I mean? But he got traded again because obviously there's something about him nobody really wants. I don't think if you Bill Belichick and Sean Payton get rid of you, it may be you. You might need to look yourself.
Yeah. So we took Marcus Davenport. We got a receiver, which I like. I like the receiver.
I mean, USF?
UCF. UCF. I like the receiver that we got. We drafted another cornerback. Okay, depth. Because we lost Delvin Breaux.
Where did he sign?
I think he went to Denver.
He signed to Denver?
I believe so. We picked up another safety, Natrell Jameson. Whether he's a free or strong, I don't know.
Wisconsin.
Yeah, Wisconsin product. 201 pounds. So pressure player safety who converted.
Now, dog.
Okay.
Now
he got wide receiver skills. See, now this is the guy I'm looking at. Then Natrell Jameson.
Okay, see, that's I'm glad you brought that up. Now, last year, look at you check the tape. Baby brother called it with some of the people that we got.
Yeah. I did.
I need you to do that now, son. Who you think? Who you feeling? Who you liking?
I'm liking the guy. I'm liking the Wisconsin pick. Okay. We're just looking at he played receiver, so he's got receiver skills. So basically, ball tracking skills.
Like Marcus Williams.
So he's got some speed. So he might be the free. Okay. He might play a little bit of free, maybe a little bit. He shouldn't play strong because he converted to that to defensive. To safety.
Okay, so he's a receiver.
He's a receiver, right. So, I'm still on the fence about Davenport. I need to see more.
Okay.
We drafted an offensive tackle. I like that pick. Like that pick.
Yep.
And we drafted. Who else did we draft?
Receiver.
And we drafted a receiver. I gotta look at the receiver. I gotta do more. I like his size. 6'2".
Yeah.
I like his size.
Can't beat that. Yeah.
Can't beat that at all. So do some more research on him. But again, you know, the draft is still going on. We can't. And but what I like to look at, you know, after the draft, who you getting after the draft.
Yeah.
So that's my whole thing.
Yeah, that's what.
But you know, more power to the New Orleans Saints for, you know, picking who they pick. I wish we would have got Lamar Jackson, but you know. So congratulations to Baker Mayfield. Now you're talking about the Saints jumping up to get a player. I think Cleveland bit the bullet. I don't believe Baker Mayfield should have. I mean, has he won a bowl game? Has he won the Heisman?
Yes.
Yeah,
He's the Heisman. He won the Heisman this year.
Right. So, you know, maybe
they could have. I don't know, but you know, they could have got him at 4 though.
Right.
I mean, I don't know why they got him at 1.
Exactly. And see, that caused everybody to go out and draft. Everybody went crazy drafting quarterbacks.
They always do that though.
I don't know why. Don't know why.
It's the bulky, but
yeah. But go ahead, do you think?
Yeah. Okay. So we got Baker Mayfield number 1
right,
to the Browns.
Right.
Saquon Barkley to the Giants.
I like that pick.
They needed a running back.
Right. But see, Saquon is going to usher in a new regime in New York. Eli's going to be on his way out. I believe. I think he's going to pay. Maybe this might be his last year.
Yeah.
Maybe
If they don't do good, then this.
But I guarantee you, the Giants. Well, the Giants didn't they draft a quarterback too? They might be drafting one next year.
Right.
So to be the heir apparent. So who else we got?
Okay, we got Sam Darnold with the Jets.
I like that pick. Teddy Bridgewater's probably going to push him for that starting job. Sam Darnold might not start first year. I wouldn't start.
I would. You know, and Denzel Ward, that corner from.
I like that.
Which is Cleveland, which is
hometown
good. Yeah, hometown guy.
Backyard guy.
Right.
Yeah.
Bradley Chubb went to Denver, which I like that
pick.
because you got him on the other side of
Von Miller. Yeah, I like
which
that.
Which is a good
pick.
look.
Like that pick.
Quentin Nelson, the guard for the Notre Dame.
Okay.
Went to the Colts.
Okay.
Josh Allen.
Far away from home.
Yeah. Josh Allen went to Buffalo.
He's gonna get killed. He's gonna get killed.
Roquan Smith, that boy from Georgia, went to the Bears.
Nice pick. Nice
The Bears
pick.
can need some linebacker help.
Yeah.
Mike McClinchy. McClinchy? That's a white. I can tell you a white boy. You know. Yeah, that boy went to Notre Dame.
Notre Dame prospect?
Went to 49ers.
Okay.
Josh Rosen, which I like this pick. Josh Rosen went to Arizona.
See, and that's going to maybe put some more years on Larry Fitzgerald.
Not only that, but you got Sam Bradford there. So maybe if Sam, so I think he might play this year because Sam Bradford is going to start, but he's like, you know, he's like the Michigan man. You know what I'm saying? He might get hurt, so this guy might, you know, so you might see him. This might be the first quarterback you see.
Right. True.
You know, because I don't think Baker Mayfield should start over Tyrod Taylor.
He might.
See that? I don't like that. Why?
Dude, we talking about the NFL.
Oh yeah, you're right.
We talking about the NFL. Right. We all talking about the NFL.
Yes, we are. All right, Minkah Fitzpatrick, that safety out of Alabama, went to Miami. Buccaneers picked Vita V, defensive tackle. I think he's the best defensive tackle in the draft.
Okay.
The Washington Redskins, Deron Payne,
defensive tackle from Alabama. Saints, we talked about this, Davenport. The Raiders draft Colton Miller, offensive tackle out of UCLA. Good, you got to protect Carl. Right, that might bolster their running game back up too. Yeah, they definitely need that.
All right, we got Buffalo again. They got Tremaine Evans from the linebacker, inside linebacker out of Virginia Tech. It's a good look. The Chargers drafted Derwin James, the safety out of Florida State.
They needed that.
Right. The Packers signed. They drafted the quarterback out of Louisville, Jair Alexander.
Okay, that's a good look. That's a good
They
look.
need a corner because they lost their corner. I think one of their corners went to the Brown. Yeah, so good look. The Cowboys drafted inside linebacker Leighton Vander Esch.
From out of Boise State.
I
haven't been up
linebackers?
I haven't been up on linebackers from Boise State, but I know a lot of linebackers from that region are very athletic.
Okay.
So,
yeah, because you got that fast track. The Lions selected a center, Frank Ragnow.
Smart. That's smart. I like that pick because that's going to put some more years on
Matthew Stafford. Yeah, they still need a running back. The Bengals drafted a center out of Ohio State, Billy Price.
Okay.
You can't go wrong with Ohio State product.
Exactly.
Tennessee Titans versus
the MMA fighter.
The MMA fighter Rashawn Evans out of Alabama.
Yeah, the MMA. So he went to Alabama, enrolled in Alabama, played football and MMA on the side to pay for tuition.
There you go.
Cool.
Look at that. The New England Patriots draft Isaiah Wynn out of Georgia.
Nice pick.
Tackle.
That's a nice pick.
To protect
Tom Brady, but also to replace with Nate Solder, right?
I thought he was a guard.
Doesn't matter.
Okay. All right, the Panthers. I like this pick. The Panthers get that boy DJ Moore from Maryland. That wide receiver. That boy, and they needed him because you remember they tried to sign that boy, one of the wide receivers, but he failed his physical.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So they didn't get him. So they need DJ Moore. I think he was.
But why trade away Calvin Benjamin?
Stupid.
Okay.
It's the Panthers we're talking about. All right, the Ravens draft Hayden Hurst.
To me, Ravens won the draft.
Best draft, yeah.
Yeah, the Ravens won the draft.
They trying to get back in. They was one game out.
Yeah.
Wasn't they one?
Yeah, they was.
Yeah, they was one game out. All right.
Yeah, we got to play them this year.
Great. We gonna smoke them.
I don't know about
I got a quick fact about that too.
Right, cool.
We talk about the Saints game.
Cool.
All right, the Falcons. Well, I like this pick too.
Me
The
too.
Falcons get Calvin Ridley.
I heard Calvin Ridley didn't want to play for the Falcons.
He probably didn't. I was hoping the Saints would have got him.
Yeah,
but we got who we got. But Calvin Ridley, I think Calvin Ridley is good. But do you? I can't say do you really trust Alabama receivers because Julio Jones is from Alabama.
Exactly. So he's gonna come fit right on in.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, Seahawks draft the running back Rashad Penny.
Really?
But you know what? They running backs been struggling because they had old boy from Green Bay. They had Eddie Lacy. And yeah, I'm just saying he only signed 1 year, and Thomas Rose I think signed somewhere else too.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, we talking about the Seahawks?
Okay. Yeah. Thomas Rose I think he signed somewhere else, so they might need him.
Yeah.
They might need him.
What about that other running back that came in and
that fast boy?
Yeah.
But you gotta have your thick dude, and you gotta have your running through the tackles.
Yeah.
You gotta have your outside guys. So I think he might be the outside.
Because he had that one good game.
Oh man, I had him in fantasy too.
Disappeared.
Yeah, he got hurt. He had 2 good games last year.
Yeah, 2 good games.
Yeah, 2 good games. Got me to the point. All right, Pittsburgh Steelers got safety Terrell Edmonds from Virginia Tech.
I gotta call Terry on that one. I gotta see if he like that.
Because my Terry, he like
my Terry too. Yeah.
And they drafted a Terrell.
Close enough.
Yeah. The Jacksonville Jaguars select Taven Bryan.
I like that
defensive
pick.
tackle.
I like that pick. I like that.
Boy, them boys, they like rushing that pass.
Yeah, they do. They need it though.
Yeah. Minnesota Vikings. They signed cornerback Mike Hughes from Central Florida.
Okay. All right.
And the New England Patriots, they get Sony Michel.
Okay. Yeah. He's pretty good. He's a big bruiser back. Okay. Now the thing is, because they lost Deion White.
Yes.
They lost who else?
They lost 2 of them, right?
They lost 2 running backs. Yeah. So I hope he can catch. I hope he can catch.
And last but not least, you got Lamar Jackson.
The steal of the draft.
Drafted by the Raiders.
A.K.A. Mr. Joysticks.
Mr. Joysticks.
Steal of the draft.
Yeah. So, like I said, it's just April. It's April 28th. So, we read all the names. Mm-hmm. Probably none of y'all, half our audience don't even know who the hell they are.
Right.
Besides,
Right.
But coming in the season, we'll find out.
We'll find out
what's going on. All right. I know this is what y'all came here for.
Yeah.
Avengers. I went and seen it Thursday night. Now that's a new thing I'm starting to do. If it's a movie that I want to see, I'm going to see it Thursday night. Okay. You know what I'm saying? It was funny because I went to the Star Cinema Grill up the street, and when me and Terry first got there, Avengers was in the first movie theater, right? Yeah. So you looking around, say, okay. When then me and him was looking around, they said, okay, you got Rampage right there, you got Tomb Raider right there. Okay, that's cool.
Got Traffic right there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So we get out the movie theater, right? Why Avengers was in every movie theater?
What?
I'm probably surprised you didn't see. We was sitting down in the little lobby area.
We only seen 2 showings.
Dog, they had every movie theater that was in that little had Avengers. Dog, we was like, oh my goodness. I said, boy, they gonna make some money.
They about to break in the.
Now, do you think they're gonna break the record? The opening the Force Awakens at $240 million opening weekend.
What was Black Panther?
Black Panther was they in the top 5. Black Panther was 220, 208. I'm sorry.
They gonna break the record. They probably gonna smash the record. I'm still waiting on somebody to break Titanic's record.
I said the Avengers ain't gonna be able to do it. The closest movie that could have done it was Black Panther. But you know why? You see, the main reason why Avengers not gonna do it because in a couple of weeks you got Deadpool 2. You got Star Wars, you got the Han Solo. It's gonna be hard. They money gonna go down because people are gonna go see. Now, if Avengers would have came out in February, they'll broke that record. So they ain't gonna break it, but I think they'll get real close.
They gonna get close.
I think that's mainly why they moved it a week up too.
Probably
so they can get 2 weeks. They'll be number one for this week, then next week, and the week after that.
It's gonna be a dogfight though. It's gonna be a dogfight. It's gonna be a dogfight.
So what you think, man, about the movie?
Man, I just
you went to see it today.
Yeah, me and the family went to go see it today.
I'll probably take my baby.
And you know, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Somebody from the MCU must have had taps on my phone in my house when they were researching the characters of Thanos, because it felt like I was watching me on the screen. It felt like I was watching me on the screen. You know what I'm saying? And everything.
Do they? Are the stones in the right order?
Yeah, and on this glove, yeah. See, his stones wasn't in the right way because he put the time gem.
So he messed up your.
No, that glove was messed up. No, that wasn't the right way to do it. This is the right way to do it.
Okay.
Because remember, I got this back in 2004. You know, I originally stole it from him in 2014.
We still got to make that video. We got to make that video.
We still got to find the footage. I still got to find the footage. Yeah, we still got to find the footage. But okay, you know what? I did promise the people I was going to explain the story. Okay, so here's what happened. Back in 2014, I got a message from Nova Corps that Thanos was on the prowl. Now, I've been hearing rumblings about that since 2012.
What Nova Corps is.
Oh, you know Nova
Guardians
Corps.
of the Galaxy.
Yeah, from Guardians of Nova Corps. Yeah, right, Pokemon. So, you know, and what happened was, you know, I pulled some strings and talked to the president at the time, Obama. I said, look, I need your fastest jet because I need to take a trip across the galaxy. I need to go pick up something. He said, well, all right, son, just be safe and come back, you know. So I said, no problem. So ran into Thanos in the Gamma Quadrant. And, of course, a fight ensued. He didn't have Proximity Midnight and his children at that time. He had some different people that I made quick work of.
Of course.
And me and him, you know, we had a knockdown, drag-out fight. You know, I almost died. Luckily, Adam Warlock came in, and Captain Marvel came in and helped me. And, you know, they destroyed my spaceship, so Captain Marvel had to bring me back. Unfortunately, she dropped me off, but something happened. She had to fly back out, and she got lost in some type of time loop. And, you know, she got lost in the 90s. So I got a letter from her.
Said her movie. She'll let you know her footage is coming out next week. So, and that's how I got to. That's how I was able to attain the glove. You know, he had the glove. I mean, and we was going at it, man. And you know, like I said, the melanin I had in my skin, you know, was able to save me. So, and that's how I was able to obtain the glove. So, I know everybody's saying, well, it was on Thanos' left hand, right? But see, that's the thing. The beauty of this gauntlet is it conforms to the user. So, you know, my bad, son. My bad, son. I snapped my fingers, dog. We might need to make sure Mama's still here. Ain't nobody disappeared yet. I ain't trying to kill off half the universe. He did. I ain't my bad. My fault. My bad. About the review.
Yeah, it was a great movie. Well written, well acted, of course. And the Russos, man, Ryan Coogler, them two directors, man, they got a license to print money right now. They messing with the church money right now. They messing with church money right now.
You got to throw James Gunn in there
too. And James Gunn too. It's just everybody seemed like the chemistry was there. You know, it didn't seem like there was no ego. And then the good thing is, either they did a real good job of keeping everything under wraps, or everybody actually really got along in the movie. I mean, you gotta remember, man, this has been 10 years, bro. You know, and I was just thinking the other day, like, man, I can't see Tom Cruise playing Tony Stark. I can't see Johnny Depp playing Tony Stark anymore. I can't see them two guys playing Tony Stark anymore. But it had its ups and downs. But man, 10 years worth the wait.
Yeah, you know it was, man. And one thing I can say about the movie was it was very well paced. You know, action was great. A lot of people were complaining, "Well, too much action." What you expect? You know what I mean? I heard a lot of people. I listened to a lot of my reviews. It was too much action, not enough story, too many characters. I mean, what you expect? It's a culmination of 10 movies, 10 years, 18, 19 movies.
Time out. You're right. But see, Avengers 1 gave you action
and story.
Avengers 2 gave you more story than action, and people complained about that.
Even Black Panther. Black Panther gave you more story than action, but they complain
about that.
People gonna find
something to pick about.
I think the movie was great.
The movie 10 out of 10, man. 10 out of 10.
Now, I told you earlier. I told you earlier. Stone. Yeah. Yes. Now, out of all 19, what's your top 5?
Why you gonna do that to me?
You say you wanted it. You said tell me on camera.
My Tony Stark voice. Why'd you do that? All right.
I mean, I'll go first if you need.
No. I can do it. Top 5 out of all 19.
Out of all them MCU movies.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Number 1, the first Avengers movie, hands down. Number 2, Captain America: Civil War. Well, no. This one here, Infinity War, is number 2. Number 3 is Civil War. Number 4 is Black Panther, and number 5, Iron Man, the first Iron Man. Okay. So those are my top 5.
Okay. I like that. I'm gonna say my top 5 is this is top 5. Black Panther. Okay. Civil War. This Infinity War. Avengers 1. And you know that 5 is kind of dangling because it's a lot. Because I like the first Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah. You know, I like the first Guardians of the Galaxy.
Like the second one too, man.
Yeah, like the second one, and I did like Thor Ragnarok.
Thor Ragnarok was good too.
So,
but I was telling this to a friend when we finished watching the movie. I said, when you know you got a good movie is when there's moments in there. There's so many quotables in that movie. From Thanos alone.
Of course.
From Thanos alone. I mean, I'm telling you, that's from my playbook. A lot of that dialogue was from my playbook. You know? But they gave him a human side. They gave Thanos a human side. So whereas, like, at some points you'd be like, man, I can't. At some points I can't be mad with him. But at some point you killing everybody. But at other points you're like, mad at him. I mean, they gave him, and then I don't want to give it away because I'm pretty sure probably people haven't seen it yet. But there's certain moments in the film that you like, wow, that was heavy. Yeah. Also too with it gave you that Empire Strikes Back feel. Okay. You know. So it was like Empire Strikes Back. Yeah. You know, but I think it was so much better, man. It was great. It was great. It has its moments, and like I said, it's right. From what I heard, the whole movie is a spoiler, so we can't even. Not much. That's true. It's not really much we can really say about it. That's true. Till we give it a couple of weeks or so, and then we'll talk about it. But the last thing, but not least, is schedule. Yeah, let's go. All right. It's a good one. It's a doozy. All right, and we start at Tampa. That's a W. Okay, at home. That's a W. All right. Second week, Cleveland. That's a W. In a close game. Okay. Do not be surprised at the Cleveland Browns this year. I believe they're gonna figure it out. I was saying that at the beginning, but since they drafted Baker Mayfield, I don't know. But I don't know. Baker might show us something. I don't think he's gonna start yet. All right. At Atlanta. That's a W. Okay. At the Giants, 3 o'clock game. That's a W. Okay. 4-0, baby. First quarter. Monday night, Redskins. In the Dome. Who we playing against? Alex Smith? Yeah. They don't really have our track record ain't well, okay. W, but they might get us with that running. We'll see. I'm calling W. Okay. Now we off. I don't like that early bye week. Yeah. But Ravens. We at the Ravens. We in Baltimore. That's 3 o'clock. What month? October 21st. So it ain't got it's getting cold, but it ain't freezing cold. Now Drew Brees breaks the curse. He's going to be the third or fourth quarterback. The third quarterback to play and beat every NFL, all 32 teams. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, DC, you took my juice. I took your juice. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I'll buy you some more juice. All right, that'll work. Yeah, because I was going to say that's one of the teams he's never beaten. Right. So I think that because this is his last chance. Right. Because I don't think he's going to play 4 more years. Right. So. All right. So you take a W. All right, now this is where the schedule gets tough. Okay. At Minnesota, that's a Sunday night game. Against Kirk Cousins in that offense. I'm giving the W, but they might lose that one. But I'm giving them the W. Okay. I'm saying they can go 16-0, but that's just the Saints fan in me.
Right.
But realistically, that might be where we start to falter a little bit.
Okay, and then let's see. I'm glad you said that because at 3 o'clock we play the Rams.
That's gonna be a tough one.
We at home.
Yeah, but that's gonna be a tough one because the Rams have quote unquote paid for their Super Bowl team. So
trying to pay for it.
We'll see. We will see.
Okay, and Bengals.
W. The Bengals they going backwards.
Okay, the Eagles.
That might be an L.
In the dome.
That might be an L too. That because the Eagles they're gonna be probably riding high off that Super Bowl. I don't think they're gonna have a Super Bowl hangover. It's gonna be a tough game though. Okay. But I'm just giving you a disclaimer. I think the Saints can beat everybody.
I think they match up well.
But I would not be surprised if they lost this game.
Okay.
So, go ahead.
All right. Falcons in the dome. Thursday night, Turkey Day.
Turkey Day?
Turkey Day.
W.
Yeah, that's the NBC 7 o'clock game too. So
that's a W.
Everybody gonna be sitting fat. You know what I'm saying?
W.
Yeah. All right. At the Cowboys on my baby girl birthday.
W.
Thank you, Cowgirl. At Tampa.
W.
At Carolina. Right day after your birthday.
They're gonna split with Carolina.
Okay. So Pittsburgh. In the dome.
W.
That's Christmas Eve.
W.
Yeah, and at the end of the season, Carolina at home in the dome.
So they're gonna go 13-3.
You say 13-3?
I
say 11-5 again.
11-5.
11-5. 11-5.
Yeah,
11-5. 12.
They got a couple games on there. They can go either way.
Yeah, because they obviously they got a first place schedule. Then you look at your Phillies and your Minnesotas, your Rams, Carolinas. You got Steelers in there. One of the best offenses in the league.
Quick thing too. We drafted another running back from out of Boston College.
Okay.
For depth, rotation guy. So my thing is, we got a tough one here, fellas. We got a tough one.
Yeah.
But if we add a couple extra wrinkles to the offensive side and the defensive side, I believe that we can,
I think so. Everything gels like they have, and if we're real good on injuries, I think we'll be
somebody the keys to the kingdom.
Yeah.
Give one of your defensive guys the keys to the kingdom and let them run the show. I was hoping that had been Stephon Antony, but I was wrong. I'm not no shame in that.
Yeah.
But give one of those guys the keys to the kingdom.
I think Cam might get it. I think they get Cam. I think he's one of the leaders.
He's one of the leaders?
I think he's one of the leaders on the team. So I think that then with Drew steadily leaning on his way out, I think it could be Cam. It could be Cam or it could be Marshawn. Marshawn is young.
Well, Marshawn, you see,
traditionally,
it's the linebacker because the linebacker is right there on the line of scrimmage. He's looking at everything. Now, I like the pickup that we got from the Jets.
DeMarco Evans.
Yeah, Don DeMarco, but we need to give somebody the keys to the kingdom because Mike Nolan's not gonna be there forever.
Yeah,
and you want to have somebody behind him that's gonna impart that.
I can honestly say if they defense have another year like they had last year, I think all those defensive coaches are gonna be gone. I think Allen, they almost lost Aaron Glenn and Mike Nolan. I think if that defensive unit play a little bit better than they did last year, all those guys are gone. You know what I'm saying? So then you gotta wonder what you got. But
as a defense, you have to show the league something they've never seen before. We were 42 sacks last year.
Yeah.
How many interceptions? Like 12, 15?
I don't know because Marshawn had 6.
Yeah.
Crawley
had 3.
Yeah. I think Marcus Williams had like 5.
Had 5.
Yeah.
So they was in the. They was up.
I think Curtis Robinson had a couple.
Yeah.
Cam had some. So
Cam had what, 2?
I think so. Yeah. So I mean,
teams are going to be adjusting to that and looking at that. So what are you as a defensive coordinator? What are you as a defensive team as a whole? What are you going to do? You can't be a one-trick pony. You can't try to do the same thing every year. You're going to have to be new and be fresh. And maybe that's probably why they brought Marcus Davenport in there, to
invigorate.
Yeah, reinvigorate that pass rush and maybe give Cam something to think about. Plant that seed in Cam's like, hey, your job is not safe. Yeah, we gave you this money, but maybe your job is not safe. So, and again, we got the undrafted guys coming in. So, to really push, get some rotational guys in there. And
that's what you need.
I cannot wait to see again Anzalone, I can't wait to see what the linebackers can do.
Yeah.
You know, maybe Kakaha, this might be the year where he's like, hey, you know what? I got to go ahead and get my thing together. You know? So, go, close my door. So, you know, and maybe, you know, it might push the team, you know, propel the team forward.
Maybe.
Vaccaro is gone, correct?
He hadn't signed with nobody yet.
So, yeah, so he's still a free agent.
Yeah.
But you saw what the Saints did. They went ahead and they got themselves another safety. So they they moving on. They moving on.
Yeah, I mean, you know, and I think it's good because he had his momentarily lapse of judgment, you know, against the New England, against the Rams. You know what I'm saying? So I just think it was time that, and I think they drafted him because of Rob Ryan. You know, because Rob Ryan was here, and that was, you know, they said, okay.
But he was good in Rob Ryan.
He was good, and you know, so you know, I don't know, but like I said, what I like is the rotation. I like that they have depth. You know, so if these guys get hurt, you got guys right then and there.
That's true.
That's ready.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I like about the draft, because that's what you draft. Sean Payton said, if you don't get a guy through free agency, then you get a guy through the draft.
Right.
Then you got him young, and you can teach him.
Okay, well, let me ask you.
You can grow your team.
You a GM of the Mississippi Mudbugs.
Right on.
You coming into the draft, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is your focus?
My focus is,
Well, let me ask you this. Do you build through the draft or do you build through free agency?
You got to do both, but you get your core players through the draft.
Okay.
Now,
right on.
You know this full well. I ain't gotta preach it to you, but you got to build your team through the draft.
Right.
And your offensive alignment and your defensive alignment are the pillars of your team.
True.
Because game is won in the trenches.
Right.
If you can get, I'm gonna get a big shiny quarterback, but you can't protect him. Or
I like David Carr.
Exactly. Or you get a linebacker that's a hybrid linebacker, but he can't rush the pass. He can't do what he needs to do because you don't have a defensive line to help him. That's why a lot of people don't look at him. We know this because we know football. That's why Ray Lewis was so great. You know, I know you got your issues with Ray because of his stuff.
I do,
said,
but that's off the field.
Right. But on the field, that's why Ray Lewis was so great because they kept a defensive lineman.
But as a Baltimore Raven fan, a diehard Baltimore Raven fan, how many games did he play in the 2002-2003 season and the 2003-2004 season? Ask him how many games he played combined. He probably played 16 games combined. Reason why? They switched to a 3-4. Guess who was coming out to hit him? Offensive lineman. When he was in a 4-3, when they were winning games and being a tough defense that they was, you had Goose and you had Anthony Pleasant, I believe.
Something like that.
Yeah, and they were anchoring that middle. Yeah. And you had Boulware and you had Michael McCrary on the edges to pass rush. But no Goose wouldn't let nobody touch Ray. Right. So that enabled Ray to shoot the gap.
And they had Sam Adams?
And they had Sam Adams, but that was, I think, that wasn't the year they won the Super Bowl. They got him. Was that with him? Okay. You know what? You're right. He was. I met him too. But he was able to shoot those gaps when he needed to, and he was able to patrol that middle. And that's what, like I said, when he won the Super Bowl last year, what do you think he did? He wasn't running around chasing everybody. He was like, no, you guys can do all that. I'm staying in the middle of the field.
You see, it's just like, and you know, defensive linemen, you know, a lot of people, if you got a good defensive lineman, we just talked about the dome patrol. Yeah. You got a good defensive lineman. My pops always said it don't matter who you got covering the wide receivers. If you getting pressure on that quarterback and making him make quick decisions, he can't throw the ball. So if I was a GM in Mississippi Mud Dog, I would look at the best offensive, or you know, it depends on, like, I'm an offensive guy. So I'll probably get an offensive lineman to protect the quarterback. Now I would probably go in the free agency and get a quarterback. You give me a veteran, you know what I'm saying, like a fringe veteran. You know, give me a nice little running back in the draft too. You know what I'm saying? So you know, you build because you want those guys young. Right. Because if you want to be around a long time, you want those guys young. But the next draft, the draft after that, you got to build through the D-line, O-line. That's how you build.
That's what I would do. I mean, I played, you know, even playing the college football. First thing I'm looking at is defensive lineman and linebacker.
You got to rush that pass.
I got it.
If you're not going to score points, you got to disrupt them.
Right. And
you know, me and you know this real well. The 2000 Ravens, they was barely scoring points, but their defense was scoring and they were shutting teams down. They couldn't score, but the other team couldn't score. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. So you get a break every now and then.
MVP, man.
Exactly.
That's the MVP.
Exactly.
You know?
So that's how I would do it.
That's how I would do it too. I would build through the draft and get the wrinkles.
You want to get the guys. You want to get the guys young. If you get a nice offensive lineman or defensive lineman and he's playing great at a Pro Bowl level, and then you don't mind paying those guys. You know what I'm saying? Because they seen what they was worth.
Right.
That's why the Rams are smart. I got to give them credit what they doing. They building that team around Goff because you look at it before they got to pay Goff. Because if Goff is as good as people say he is, they're gonna have to pay him. Yeah, you gotta pay him. You gotta pay him. You gotta pay him that money.
His thing might go up to like 175.
That's what I'm saying. And you gotta pay Gurley. You gotta pay Gurley next year. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta. They in that super duper win now. That's why I don't think they're gonna win. They'll make the playoffs, but I don't think they're gonna win because you got so many fluff pieces. But what you have behind those guys, because you're paying these guys so much money. True. So say Sue get hurt. I mean, God forbid. But say Sue gets hurt. Say Talib gets hurt.
Say Aaron Donald gets hurt.
Say Aaron Donald. Say Cooks get hurt because you lost Watkins and the only person they got is old boy from Buffalo. The wide receiver from the other wide receiver they got from Buffalo. The boy you had him, the receiver.
Oh, Calvin Benjamin?
No, the receiver.
Zay Jones?
Yeah, Robert Jones. Robert
Woods, right.
Yeah. See, say he get hurt like he did last year. He didn't even play against the Saints. But say he gets hurt, who do you have behind these guys? That's the thing. So that's why I like what the Saints is doing. The Saints are building depth on their team, but definitely on their wide receiver. The Saints don't lose a beat when they lose a receiver.
That's true.
Because you look at it, they lost Willie Snead, which is one of their best receivers last year. They lost Willie Snead. They didn't lose a beat. They were still top 5.
That's true.
You know, with Mike Thomas, Ted Ginn, and what's the other receiver? They had and Coleman. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like I said, you want more production from that position, but you can't argue with it.
Kamara filled in that role.
He filled in that role. Just imagine, like I said, I think as far as I think the Saints would have won a lot more games if they would have converted more on third down. Yeah. And see, that's why we are so worried about the tight end position.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's why we want the tight end position.
Thank
and I think the Saints know that. Yeah. So I think they're going to feel they need, and they'll be.
They might get a undrafted rookie. I believe that would probably be
just
best.
Don't be surprised. And like I said, we're gonna start picking up our show probably in August when everything starts to get back to rolling. And don't be surprised when you hear mini camps and you're gonna hear with the tight end's name. And we're going to say that with us being the pillars of the community. We're going to throw that name out there. Right. And then we'll tell y'all about it. Then y'all look for him. And then y'all will be like, man, Mad N Caz said that. Then you're going to hear Troy Aikman and all them boys stealing our juice. Yeah, stealing our juice.
Like I said, the title of the new season getting ready to come up is just going to be called Cut the Check.
Cut the Check.
Cut the Check. Mad N Caz, Cut the Check edition, man. Cut the check.
Yeah,
cut the check, man.
Yeah, man. So that's
you know what? Don't even be afraid to have us in studio. Bring us in the studio.
Yeah,
we'll definitely add some commentary to them. We'll add our insight.
Yeah.
And don't worry, we won't make y'all look too bad.
Right.
We'll
scale it back.
We'll scale it back a little bit just so y'all can keep on pace with us.
Yeah.
So, but man, you gotta, cut the check, man. Cut the check, baby.
Cut the check. And one more thing, man, before we end the show, I think I like what they did as far as with the Saints with the draft pick because now a lot of people are saying the Saints want to keep their first round pick for next year because they want to get somebody to replace Drew. But if you gave away that pick, so are you groomed or you think they're going to start grooming? That's the
grooming who, Marcus? Grooming
Taysom Hill.
See, everybody want to argue me down about Taysom.
See, maybe
I said give him a shot,
and that's what I think they're going to do.
See, and everybody's complaining about preseason being 4 games. But this is the reason why preseason is 4 games.
You gotta get your play. You gotta know what you
got to know what you have.
A lot of people wouldn't know.
I'm about to snap my fingers. Hold my hand. I'm about to snap my fingers. I'm about to snap.
See, but you know why preseason is so important because that's where you find your undrafted guys.
Exactly.
That's where you got. That's where those guys.
How you think we found P.T. Cruiser?
And they drafted a guy in the 4th round.
Exactly.
The boy from Ohio State.
Exactly.
That boy was a beast, but Sean Payton said he fit the system better. So it is what it is. That's how you find these guys. There are a lot of people complaining about preseason because of the injuries.
But that's part of the game. Guarantee some of their contracts. And you will not hear people complaining about injuries anymore. Sure. Guarantee some of the contracts. People get injured in OTAs. So
that's real.
The thing is, here's what you do. And see, I like Jacksonville because they did that with that boy DJ Fowler, Dante Fowler.
Yeah.
They guaranteed his contract. But this is why you do the CBA and you actually sit down and read the fine print. These are things that you actually got to argue with. Hey, man, if these guys get hurt, guarantee a portion of their salary.
It's because it's a part of the game.
It's a part of the game. So again, me, I see this guy, his footwork may not be the best. Okay. But that's what OTAs, that's what minicamp is for, and that's what preseason for. I'm like, hey, Drew, suit up. Okay, you only gonna do one series. Yeah, throw a couple balls, whatever. All right, cool. You can win, all right, cool. You can sit down. Taysom, get in there. Let him play the rest of the game and let the other guy come and just play cleanup. But you want to really look at Taysom. And if he's not what you're looking for, okay. But because that's the preseason. All right, you can cut him. You can do whatever you want. But at least get a man a shot. I say, don't put him at receiver. You already got enough of those. That's why I'm saying I'm looking at it. That's why I say I believe, and I said it last year. I believe they have the quarterback of the future on the roster already. Sean Payton has never ever had an athletic quarterback.
Right. That's true. That's true, and that's why I know you were saying that Lamar Jackson was kind of But like I said, this is the main reason why they didn't draft Lamar Jackson. You win now mode. Why in the first round when you draft in the first round, you draft in the first round for starters, right? Yeah. Those guys are you know what I'm saying, the starters. Lamar Jackson's not gonna start. Look, you got a first round pick sitting on your bench. I know
he's gonna be sitting on Ravens bench too.
Well, I mean, that's the Ravens though. That's the Ravens. We talking about the same Ravens? Oh, the Ravens in win now move?
Yes.
No, man.
They're not rebuilding. They still got Flacco on the $100 million contract.
Man, Flacco about to get cut. If Flacco have a bad season because that boy contract, dog, come on, we all go back to contract.
All right, man.
Dog, look, now they was one game out, but the Ravens, come on, man, really, Ravens.
All right, man. I mean, all right.
I love the Ravens. My cousin played for. I got a Ravens jersey, but I'm just saying, they not in the top 4 teams in the AFC.
I see, man. Look,
do you think they're a top 4 team? Do you think the Ravens are a top 4 team? Like the Saints is a top 4 team in the NFC. Do you think the Ravens are top 4? Be honest with yourself.
No.
Exactly. So they can sit a guy. And then Flacco's younger than Drew. Drew signed a 2-year contract. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I say you could get him. Let him sit for 2 years, man. Let him sit for a year.
No. You got Taysom Hill on your.
But I'm not mad they didn't get him. Lamar still went in the first round. If I was a GM and I had a quarterback, but I knew he was on his way out, I would have drafted him. I would have drafted him and let him sit. What's the harm in that?
Tomato.
Potato. But again, I believe Taysom is the future quarterback.
I believe so too. Like I said, he got to show and prove.
Again, he was on the route. And like I said, this dude is playing special teams with quarterback pads. Huh? What'd that tell you?
And he ready.
The dude is tough.
Yeah, he's tough and he ready.
Yeah. Dude is playing special teams with quarterback pads on.
I mean, he ready. I mean, he won't.
Why not give him a shot?
Why not? They should give him a shot this year. See what he can do.
I'll sign him to like another little contract.
Yeah,
so that
see what he can do.
Yeah.
He got 2 years.
So at least you like have him. Then like I said, you can probably have him on the cheap. Maybe sign him to like $1 million deal, right, for 4 years. Maybe give him 4 years. 4 years, 5, 6, $8 million. So you're only getting $2 million a year, maybe at most. And then you sign him to like a 4-year deal. So that way, boom. All right. So by the time Drew is out, 2 years from now, he's got 2 years under 2 years at $2 million contract. So guess what that's gonna turn? That's gonna turn that pie. Shoot, I mean, you can use your money to
get other players, but not only that, you got your young guy, and he already knows the system, and then you don't mind paying him because he know how to play the position.
Exactly.
Then you got your another future quarterback for 10 more years.
He's a scrambling guy. You can bring all your rollouts back. Yeah. You can even probably do the read option.
Ooh, that's nasty. But it's like I said, we can have a 2-hour show, but like I said, that's our show for the day.
For the day. For a while. I'm glad I got my gauntlet back.
Yeah, man. Like I said, when you get a chance, go see Infinity War.
See Black Panther first. See Black Panther,
Civil War, whatever you can catch up on. But man, it's an amazing movie. I loved it.
I mean, the first place I went to Joe's Theater, to see it the first time. That was good, man. It was good.
Yeah, man.
Good at Joe, man. Those Joe's Theater, man.
Can't beat it.
Can't beat Joe's Theater.
Got the best popcorn.
Best popcorn. The best chicken.
Best chicken. That's true, man. But y'all be safe.
No doubt.
Be blessed. We out.